This topic are the introduction of enzyme-based biosensors, characteristics of enzyme-based biosensors, the approaches under which it works, and examples with their applications. Now, moving toward enzyme-based biosensor, first we will see the biosensors based on the biocomponent classification. Based on the first component, that is a biological component, the biosensors are classified into enzyme-based biosensors, microorganism-based biosensors, DNA and lipid-based biosensors. Apart from this, there are other several types of biosensor based bioreceptor based biosensor. From all these, today we will deal about the biosensor which is named as enzyme based biosensor. Next, moving toward the biosensor structure, first we will know that as we know the biosensors are comprised of three components, namely the first component is called bioreceptor, second is a transducer and third is a signal bioprocessor. And what is in enzyme based biosensor? In enzyme based biosensors, immobilized enzyme, this is the bioreceptors, and these bioreceptors are the immobilized enzyme used as bioreceptor which specifically bind to its substrate. These are the substrate or inhibitors termed as analytes and cause some changes which can be easily detected by this transducer. Thus, we can say the enzyme based biosensors can be explained or defined as that the biological material used in these biosensors are the enzymes which are immobilized on transducer. The analyte, that is the substrate, bind to the enzyme to form a bound analyte. The analyte is converted into product which could be associated with the release of heat, gas or hydrogen ion, and the transducer then convert the product link changes. These are the changes which is converted by the transducer into the electrical signal which is amplified and further measured. Now, moving towards the characteristics of enzyme based biosensors, these are few of the characteristics. First characteristic is the enzyme based biosensors are more specific than those that of cell based biosensors. They have faster response due to the shorter diffusion path, but they are expensive to produce due to the problem of isolating of enzyme. Optimal enzyme activity is also essential for maintenance of physiological homeostasis. Both non-genetic and genetic disruption can excessively activate or silence intrinsic enzyme activity with pathological outcomes. Now, since the biosensors or the enzyme-based biosensors in which the enzyme could bind to its substrate for converting it to product, as well as enzyme inhibitors could also bind to the enzymes for inhibiting its catalytic property. Based on these principles, enzyme-based biosensors work upon two different approaches. The first approach is called indirect approach, in which it is based on the measurement of enzyme inhibition, whereas the second approach is called the direct approach, in which the substrate could be detected by calculating the concentration of the product formed by the immobilized enzyme. Next, this slide shows some of the example of enzyme-based biosensors such as the biomarkers for diagnosis of diseases, glucose oxidase biosensors for detecting diabetes, implantable glucose biosensors, cholesterol biosensors, superoxide anion radical biosensors, thiol biosensors, nitric oxide, nitrite biosensors, and apoptosis markers. Now, we will learn about a basic enzyme based biosensor called glucometer, which is portable and could be used easily by anyone to know his or her blood glucose level. This is a photo, or this is a picture of a glucometer. Now, the procedure which is used in glucometer. A simple process is carried out to detect the blood glucose level, in which a small drop of blood, you can see a small drop of blood is placed on a disposable test strip which is attached to a digital meter. Within few seconds, the level of glucose is get displayed on the digital display. Now, how does it work? Working principle of biosensors means this glucometer. First, glucose in presence of enzyme glucose oxidase get oxidized into gluconic acid, and the mediator forms could react with surrounding oxygen to produce H2O2. Means This when this glucose come in contact with the glucose oxidase, it forms first acid called gluconic acid, and the mediators of forming the gluconic acid can also react with the oxygen to form H2O2. Higher the glucose content, higher will be the oxygen consumption because of the conversion of O2 into H2O2, and the glucose content could be detected by this electrode by calculating the gluconic acid or the H2O2 hydrogen peroxide concentration. Now, there are three different transducers. Either of the three can be used for detecting the glucose level. The first is the oxygen transducer, or also called as oxygen sensor, which measures oxygen concentration. pH sensor to measures the gluconic acid production level, and third is the peroxide sensor to produce or to measure the H2O2 level or concentration. This is all about a glucometer or enzyme based biosensor.